Everyone, we went 2-1 last week, bringing our record to 11-10. We are in the green, boys. We are in the green.
Are there any pickles this week?
Wait. Little recap. We got the Lions plus 2.5 at Vikings. I picked the Lions plus 2.5. I thought they shouldn't have been underdogs. They ended up winning 31-29. The Vikings do what the Vikings do. They go up by 10. They let the gas up. They play some sort of prevent defense, and the Lions came back roaring. The collapse of the Vikings. Lions win. Saw it coming a mile away. Our one loss was the Seahawks at Falcons. We picked Falcons -3. They ended up losing 34-14. I think Kirk Cousins knows I'm picking with him or against him, because whenever I pick with him, he loses. Against him, he wins. So, Kirk Cousins, I don't know how you lost that bad to that Seattle team. But it wasn't even close. From the start, it wasn't even close. So that's an L. Last pick was the Jets at Steelers plus 1.5. We said it. Why are their Steelers being underdogs? It was Steelers plus 1.5. How are they underdogs in this situation? The Jets put a Band-Aid on an internal bleed, and it got exploited on that primetime game. The Steelers end up winning 37-15. It didn't look close. Rodgers looks rattled. There's one shot of him picking his nose and eating it. Kind of nasty. So, yeah. We go 2-1. You know what that calls for?
Bring out Twinkies or something.
We got pickles.
Oh, God.
We got two. Every win, it's going to be a pickle. So we got 2 pickles. Oh, that's a fat one.
Are these? Oh, are they whole pickles or are they spears?
No, they're the quarter ones still. I got to eat these.
Well, how are they say? Why are you saying they're so thick if it's a quarter?
They're thick.
Do you even refrigerate them? Are they in the fridge at
all
during the day?
Oh,
look at these 2 meaty boys. So we didn't get 1 win. We got 2.
Oh, he's
2 wins.
Going deep in that thing. Holy shit.
I want you to pick like 20 teams, 20 legs, and I want to see 20 of them in your mouth.
I want to see a whole load of them in your mouth.
I'll be quick.
Oh, he's really going in.
Kevin, do some commentating.
How's that juice going for you?
What's that dribble?
What brand are those? Are those Vlasic? You got that guy? It's Vlasic. Don't gag on him now.
Wait, didn't Devontae lose to the Steelers twice now this year so far?
In a row.
He's horrible.
In a row.
I don't care what anybody says.
Well, those are some good pickles. So if I go negative, I have to drink some ranch, some buttermilk ranch.
Oh, that buttermilk.
Is that
so
a
yeah,
punishment?
we're positive. We are in the green. Let's
gotta dip the pickle in the buttermilk.
That sounds delicious.
I mean, I'll do it. It's acid
You're making me hungry.
The cream.
It's not. Buttermilk ranch and pickles is not delicious.
All right. You want to win some money or not? You want to win some money? First pick, Eagles at Bengals. I'm taking the Bengals -2.5 here. Quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts versus Joe Burrow. Jalen Hurts looks bad this year. I'm going to say it, straight up bad. He throws like 100 yards a game. They win games because of Barkley, and last week was a revenge game. For Barkley. But yeah, it's a heavy lean towards Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has been playing lights out. He's getting multiple touchdowns a game. Last week he was in a divisional game, so it was a little closer. But Joe Burrow is definitely the heavy lean here. The running backs, right? We got Saquon Barkley versus Chase Brown. Heavy lean towards Barkley. He's definitely way better than Chase Brown. There's no comparison there. Wide receivers. We got A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith versus Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. This is the clash of the Titans. This is going to be an exciting game to watch. All receivers are great. But if I had to pick a side, I'd go Chase and T. Higgins. It's a slight lean towards them. Devontae really disappeared last week. I don't know where he went. But definitely a lean towards Chase and Higgy. Coaches. We have Nick Sirianni versus Zach Taylor. Sirianni is a bad coach, and I don't like his attitude. His face is tough to look at.
I agree with you.
I think he's on a hot seat. Zach Taylor has been, deep in the playoffs. He's experienced it. He knows how to coach a team. So Zach Taylor in a slight lean. Fun fact, the Bengals have won the last 11 out of 12 games against NFC opponents. The AFC is just better than the NFC. Straight up, no comparison, just a better conference. And also, another side note, the Bengals are going to wear those nice iced out, white jersey, white pants, white cleats, looking real icy. I like that. I like that look. So yeah, give me the Bengals -2.5. Boys, what do we think?
This is tough. I want to agree. If we break it down, Burrow's better than Hurts. Agreed. Barkley, I'm not even going to talk about that. Chase and Higgy are definitely a step above Brown and Devonta. Just like one step. Not anything spectacular, but they are better. And I don't like Nick Sirianni. Damn it. I want to agree. It's just the Bengals offense has been so either awesome or not.
But look at the Eagles. Who do they beat? They beat the Giants, right? They beat the Browns, right?
Again, whoa.
Who else do they beat? No one
the
good.
The Browns is a good defense, though.
No.
The Browns is a good defense.
Right, but the Bengals also won that there, too. So you can make that a push because they both beat the Browns.
But a divisional game, I don't know. I kind of take that more in perspective, I guess.
Fair.
But the Eagles look like they should have lost that game against the Browns. I just think Eagles are fraudulent, and it's at Cincinnati.
It's going to be close.
I like the Bengals.
I don't think it's a blowout. I don't think it's a blowout, but I can see the Bengals winning.
I can see the Bengals winning, but I don't. I think the Eagles.
I think it comes down to can the Bengals stop Barkley?
And Hurts.
If the Bengals can stop Barkley, then yeah.
You're giving Hurts not as much credit as he should get. He's been on a slump, yes, but he's not that bad. He's not
the whole year he's been in a slump.
I like the Bengals. I like Burrow. I like Chase Brown better than I like Barkley. I'm tired of seeing Barkley's fucking face. Fuck you. I'm tired of seeing his fucking face. Okay. I like Chase Higgins and Nick Sirianni.
Bias is showing.
Nick Sirianni is going to be living with with Saleh for the rest of his life. He's going to get fired after this game. Bengals all the way.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for your input. Love that. The whole Barkley versus Chase Brown thing. Just whatever that was.
I'm tired of seeing his thunder thighs.
But who's better?
I'm just a giant fan who can't stand Barkley, so that's why I'm pissed.
There it goes.
Okay?
You're
allowed to say who's better.
Too. All right, moving on. Next pick. This one I don't get. I don't get the line. We got Packers -4.5 at Jacksonville.
Oh yeah.
-4.5. Give me the Packers all day. It doesn't make sense to me. This line, I think the odds makers got it wrong. I think they're riding the high when the Jaguars played the Patriots, and they think, oh, they might be good now. They're not good now. We have Jordan Love versus T-Law, no question. Jordan Love is a superior quarterback. T-Law had a handful of good games this year, maybe 2. Nothing spectacular. Give me Jordan Love in a landslide. Running backs, we got Josh Jacobs versus Tank Bigsby? Maybe ETN? So, I like Tank. Tank's played well. But against this Packer defense, ain't going to do so hot. Josh Jacobs will have a field day against this putrid Jaguar defense. Give me Josh Jacobs matchup-wise, 100%. Wide receivers, we got Jaden Reed, Christian Watson versus Brian Thomas and Christian Kirk. Now, Brian Thomas, I think, is the best receiver that I named here. It's close with Reed, but Kirk is having an awful year. I'm going to take the lean with Reed and Watson. I think they're just a better duo. It's close. Slight lean. Slight.
They got a better third. They got a better third receiver too.
Yeah, more depth, definitely. Well, Ingram's good too on the Jags, but it's fine. It's close, but I think the Packers are a better receiving core overall. Coaches, we have Matt LaFleur versus Doug Peterson. LaFleur is an up-and-coming coach. Peterson's fighting for his life. Peterson looks kind of like disconnected, and he's like said to the media, "My job's on the line. I gotta be more on top of things. So he's kind of losing a step, I think. LaFleur needs to capitalize here, and I think he will. Fun fact, the Packers have covered the spread the last 6 games against teams with a losing record.
Good fact.
So, that's a good fact. Packers, I can't believe it's 4.5. I would think it would be 7.
I'm taking Packers all the way.
Yeah.
I like Love over that fucking hair motherfucker. I like Jacobs over Tank. I like Reed over Reed and Wilson way over than Brian Kirk.
Watson.
Christian Kirk and Brian Thompson. I like LaFleur better than Patterson. I can't stand Doug Peterson. Peterson needs to go in the grave.
That's why he should go to the Raiders, right?
His job. He can't coach a team. He had his one shot at getting a Super Bowl. He got his Super Bowl. I like the Packers all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be the Packers. The Packers win. It's just by how much.
That line is crazy, though. I'm surprised they gave it 4.5.
But the Packers run it up on people like they did against the Cardinals at one game. So I think the line is... I think it's safe here.
What?
No, it's definitely safe, but the Packers get this. There's no way they don't.
Okay. Eric, you good?
Oh, yeah, I'm going Packers all the way. I think they have so much depth. I think they spread that ball around so much more than Trevor Lawrence does. And Trevor Lawrence has looked better.
Better overall team.
He's looked better recently, Trevor, but he's back in the States. He's not in London anymore. Let's see how he does.
You're not playing the Patriots this week. You're playing one of the best defenses in the league.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, they got shellacked by the Bears. They're about to get beat up by the fucking Packers.
I don't like Trevor Lawrence at all.
All right, so my last pick, my favorite pick of the week, and I ride this team almost every week, and they almost always pay off. We got the Giants at Steelers minus 5.5. Give me the steel curtain, baby. 5.5? Are you nuts? 5.5. That's the spread. So right after the Jet game, I saw the line was 4.5. I put 100 easy on the Steelers. Now it's 5.5. The books are starting to wake up a little bit. Still kind of shocked. Let's break down the quarterbacks here. Daniel Jones. How would you still have a job? Versus Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson in a landslide. It took him a couple drives to get his foot, to get his bearings. But Russell Wilson looks like Russell Wilson of before the Broncos. I'm not going to say like prime Seahawks, but he's not what he was on the Broncos. He looks good. Daniel Jones, deer in the headlight. It's just in disarray. Terrible quarterback. He's bottom 2. Like, so bad. Running backs. We have Devin Singletary versus Najee. Najee in a landslide. Again, another landslide. Najee is a tank. Singletary is an afterthought. And Singletary against this Steelers defense, good luck, buddy. You're going to need it. Najee is going to run through this Giants defensive line, just like what Saquon did. Wide receivers. Neighbors and Slayton versus Pickens and Calvin Austin. Pickens is by far the best wide receiver here. I know Neighbors is having a good year, but Neighbors is getting his frustrations up. His anger is getting a little evident now, and he's a rookie. He's saying, I'm open. I don't know why. He tells the media, I'm open. That's all I can do. He's throwing his quarterback under the bus, along with Dable. Dable's doing the same thing. Something's not right in the Giants organization. So heavy lean towards the Steelers there. Coaches, and again, another super heavy lean. Dable versus Tomlin. Mike Tomlin. We say it every week. Top 2 coach. No, don't overthink this. No brainer. Tomlin is way better than Dable. Yeah, guess what? Dable's gone after this year. Sorry to break it to you, everyone. Dable and the GM of the Giants. Gone. Fun fact, and this is a crazy fact. The Steelers have won the last 21 out of 22 Monday Night Football games. That's a big statement. 21 out of 22. So it's just everything we said, every single thing was towards the Steelers, and it's only minus 5.5. I got it at 4.5, but 5.5. Give me the Steelers all day. Love the Steelers. Love the pick. That's my pick of the week. I'm going to use that with some teasers. I'm going to use that with some money line bets too. Because there's no way the Giants come to Pittsburgh and beat the Steelers here. Guys, I'm fired up. What do you guys think?
All right, let me.
Yeah, nah.
Go ahead.
You go ahead,
No,
Kevin. You want to go first?
Jimmy. You go, Jimmy.
Okay. Yeah. No, this is ridiculous. The Steelers just dismantled the Jets, and the Jets are a better team than Giants, like by a lot. Russ looks like Seahawks Russ. Dude, Daniel Jones sucks with a good offensive line, and this offensive line is a freaking thing of Swiss cheese. It's terrible. Devin Singletary or Tracy or whatever doesn't match up to Najee. Najee's going to destroy these guys. Neighbors, I think, is a better receiver if he had a competent quarterback. He doesn't. So, yeah, Pickens wins. Pickens is the new Tyler Lockett with the moon ball and the...
So talented.
He's also better than Lockett was.
Yeah.
He's a better... It's a ridiculous... Those two together. Imagine being a Broncos fan right now and going, really, Russ? Are you serious?
Yep, I'll be pissed.
Mike Tomlin is a top 3 coach in the past 30 years. He's so underrated. The Steelers are 20 years without a losing season if you go back to Bill Cowher.
Crazy.
20 years without a losing season. Yep. They have one Super Bowl. No, two. 2 Super Bowls in that span. But 20 years. That's insane. Yep. And I think Bill Cowher only accounts for 3 of those 20. Because I'm pretty sure we're on 17 with Tomlin. It's just that whole organization deserves more credit than they get.
Anyone that trashes Tomlin, I know a lot of Steelers fans out of nowhere, they go, he's not I want him gone. I want him to be fired.
No, they don't know football.
That doesn't make any sense.
They don't know football.
Eddie Ulmer from Howell High School. Eddie, if you're watching this somewhere, that's you, buddy.
That doesn't make any sense.
I can't believe you just brought that
Pete,
up.
You've convinced me. I have more faith in the Steelers than I did going in to looking at the spread. I thought maybe Neighbors would have a bounce back game this time, but I forgot for a second who Daniel Jones was. I do like I do like Neighbors though better than Pickens in terms of receiver, but again, it's the opportunities. And opportunities are
it's a quarterback issue.
You need the opportunities in fantasy to produce and in the games to produce. So if Neighbors is not going to get the opportunities and he's their main weapon because they have not that great of a run game, especially against the Steelers defense, it's it. And like I said before, the O-line of the Giants is beat up. The Steelers defense is going to feast.
Oh my God, TJ Watt.
Najee's going to be insane.
They're going to feast.
Najee's going to be...
All right.
Dude, Breece Hall just lit them apart. Yep. Najee's going to go off.
I agree 100% with everything you guys just said. Steelers all the way. Jones, Giants should never give him that contract to Jones. I don't care who you are. Russell is back, what Jimmy just said, back as Seahawk Russ. Great. I like Najee better than Singletary. Singletary is just a Band-Aid for that offense because they had no one else they can get because of their money situation. I like Neighbors, but I like Pickens a little bit better than Neighbors because the Jones doesn't have anybody to throw to. He has nobody. The offensive line is like a piece of shit. I'm telling you. Dable's going. The GM is going. Maybe the freaking owners should sell the damn team and get new ownership in there because they need a clean house on everyone. Tomlin is the man. He is the shit. And I'm telling you, it's Steeler Nation all the way.
So I have a question. In a vacuum.
Yep.
Pickens or Neighbors? I think Neighbors is a good wide receiver. I think he's having a good year. I pick Pickens 9 out of 10 times.
100%. I would say Pickens. With Neighbors,
in a vacuum,
give him a couple more years, and maybe if they trade him to a better team, and they can actually see him.
It's really hard because Neighbors should be better, but I've seen Pickens be better.
Some of those catches,
do you know what I mean? Like
insane.
Right. I've seen Neighbors on paper should be better. We expect him to be better.
He was drafted as,
but I've seen
better.
Right. But what I've seen from the two of them so far, and it's definitely because of Daniel Jones, but I've seen Pickens do more impressive things than
he's had more
Neighbors.
Opportunities. He's had more opportunities to show himself.
I mean, yeah, he's been around longer too. So it's
in a vacuum, I'd still take Neighbors. I'd take Neighbors.
Game on the line, you pick Neighbors.
But
I'm picking Pickens, and if I was Neighbors,
Yep.
I know he's only a rookie. I would try to figure out a way to get traded to a better team to really show him. To really see what
he's
He's
a
already
rookie.
beating
He ain't
prima
going
donna.
nowhere for
He's
3
already
more
throwing
years.
Daniel Jones under the bus.
Of course,
Yeah, Neighbors isn't going anywhere for 3 years. The Giants are going to go and
George,
take Archie when
George
he comes
Pickens
out.
is also a
Yeah.
prima donna. Let's not forget that as well.
Yeah, no, he is.
90% of the people in that
But he's
league
not a
are
rookie.
prima donnas. They're all prima donnas.
and
The
that's
Giants-
why he shouldn't be a prima donna.
The Giants will be taking Archie, and the Neighbors will be happy.
But the problem is the Giants are not going to get the first pick because they have at least won 2 games. Whatever the record is.
Yeah, but Archie's not coming out next year. I think he's coming out in 26.
So yep. So those are the picks. I think we're going all favorites again. I don't like doing that, but I think we're in for a good week.
All right. Well, we're going to jump right into our week. What are we on? 8?
Week
Yep.
7.
8?
Eight.
We're on 8 already.
Eight, right?
Holy
Eight?
crap. What is happening? All right, we're going on to week 8. We're going to go through our picks real quick because we went a little bit long with the review. And I said beginning of the review, I'm like, we got to power through this, and then we didn't do it.
So,
Thanks for watching the Banter Blitz Podcast. Tune in next week for more nonsense.